Hello, Luke. Could you explain, please, what the word crusader means here? Sharon's specials. They get 10 million viewers. She is a crusader. Okay. So first, we have to go back in history a little bit to understand the idea of a crusader. Now, a long time ago, in, I believe it was the 13th and 14th centuries, and maybe 15th as well, let's call it the Middle Ages, you have very powerful leaders of the Christian church. These guys are called popes, okay? Now, at this time, there was a lot of tension and conflict between the Catholic Church, which had become very powerful, and the Islamic groups in the Middle East and around Europe, okay? And so the popes would say throughout the years, sometimes, I need warriors and soldiers to destroy the enemy, people who believe something different, basically. That was the idea. Now, these different campaigns that happened over a period of several hundred years, these were called the Crusades. And the people who were on these crusades really thought they were doing something very good. They thought they were fighting for their belief, their faith, right? Their God. Now we look back and we say, all right, wow. We look back on that as a dark time, generally, right? People would kill innocent people and fight in wars just for their beliefs, just for their religion. Sounds a little wacky. But at the time, that's why it happened. And the people who were on these crusades, at the request or command of the Pope, they were called crusaders. And these were years-long wars where many people died on both sides. And again, these campaigns were called crusades. So when we talk about a crusader these days, we're not talking about someone going around killing people, but we are talking about someone who feels very strongly about their views and pushes them in the public sphere or the public domain. They support their views very strongly, and they will do whatever they can to get others to agree with them, to get support for their ideas, to really push, right? And so if someone has, for example, a cause, they believe that childhood poverty should be completely destroyed. We should end childhood poverty. We need to end it. They become a crusader for that because that's what they talk about. They wear T-shirts about that. They talk about it on news programs. They go on the internet and blog about it. They start a charity or a foundation. They are a crusader for ending childhood poverty, okay? So often if someone has that strong viewpoint about something, that strong desire to make a change, and it's really in their heart, and they go above and beyond what is normal, not just donating to some charities, but they really go out there and they make their views known and they get other people to get on their team with them, and they do whatever they can, you will hear people call them crusaders. Nowadays, calling someone a crusader, like this person, is probably a good thing. This is someone who really cares about changing the world. Now, if we talk about the historical crusaders, often we're talking about that in a negative way. We say, oh, those crazy crusaders, right? Those people who were killing and going to war for their views, killing and going to war just because they thought they believed the right thing and the other people believed the wrong thing. All right, so that's the negative sense, but we do use it in a positive sense, and we can use the word crusade in a positive sense too. I'm on a crusade to end childhood poverty. I'm on a crusade to improve the world. I'm on a crusade to, well, usually improve the world is too general. What am I saying? That's way too general. I'm on a crusade to stop cruelty toward animals. Okay, so that's the kind of thing that you hear. Crusade, crusader. Generally positive. Still very strong words, both of them.